Okay, once again, Mr. Alpes here with Stan, working on jazz articulation. So Stan, we just talked about in the book how we're going to start to slur our notes in patterns of two so we can improve this articulation, which is using what techniques again on guitar?
Hammer-ons and pull-offs.
Good, could you demonstrate that for me? Good, right, so when you press down, yep, there's pull-off. Good, yeah. Yeah, so now, as you've written out for me here on our notation here, in tablature and in notation, we're going to start to apply this to different scales. Now, we've been talking a lot about vocabulary in jazz. And vocabulary doesn't mean just knowing specific chords, but also specific scales. You need to make sure you know how to apply these scales. And so, in the book, we made a Venn diagram to kind of show how these things interact in jazz articulation and vocabulary with these chords and scales. We're going to start to apply this technique. So let's practice this Mixolydian pattern we just wrote out. That's the G7 Mixolydian scale. I'm going to play the chord for you. And I want you to practice that fingering one more time. I'll demonstrate. So I very clearly tried to make sure there's patterns of two there. Eventually, yeah, you want to make it smoother. But anyways, your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So you'll notice that you just did hammers and pull-offs to get this legato feel, right? Legato is a smooth sound. The next thing you get as maybe is slides instead. Something that's interesting is on guitar, it's going to sound kind of like a pull-off. I think it's even smoother. So let's see if we can practice this example with slides as well, the other technique that can give us this legato sound. Like that. Did you see how I did that? Here's our normal scale we've been playing. Try it with a slide on every other note. To A again, yep. Bluesy there. There you go. Good, good. So now, we also talked about in previous lessons, could you show me with creativity, right? What are we going to do now that we've worked on this articulation? How are some ways we can be creative with it?
You can change up notes, maybe exclude a note, or add different patterns to it.
Right, good. Okay, so you want to try it. What would you like to do? How would we make this more creative then?
Maybe add different articulations, like maybe slide into one, or hammer on and pull off on another note.
Okay, so maybe if we did every other one, we'd do a hammer, slide. Like that. So yeah, try that yourself. Make sure you start in F though, so because we did E, yeah. That's right, E, pull off and slide down. Get E. Yep, and make sure. Get one more time. Hammer, slide. Check out Stan, Jazz Articulation.